Okay guys, I want to continue the video from where I stopped yesterday. Yesterday we started introduction to chemistry and I was not able to finish the video due to some reasons, so I want to continue this afternoon. Yesterday we talked about the definition of chemistry, we talked about the branches of chemistry, we talked about the chemistry around us. But today we are going to start from the scientific method, adverse effect, and uses of chemistry. Those are the three things we are going to talk about this afternoon. Now let's start from the scientific method. You know, scientists are not just called scientists, except they have actually shown some characters. Now, scientists, when they come together, there are some things that they do in order to approach any development they want to achieve. And the first thing is observation. The first method is observation. Now, what do I mean by this observation being the first scientific method? When a scientist sits down, they observe the problem around them. They use their senses to observe the problem they have around them. After observing the problem, then they come up to other scientists and explain the problems they observe to other scientists. The second thing is explanation, and another name or a scientific name for that explanation is hypothesis. Hypothesis, that's the second method. So when hypothesis has been made, then the scientists come together to take the problem into the laboratory where experiments will be conducted on the problem. So the third scientific method is experiment. So in the laboratory, they try to analyze the problems, they check everything they needed to check, and after experiment, during the process of experiment, they record their observation during the process of experiment. After recording and they are sure of what the problem is all about, then they come together to perform the experiment once again. After the continuous performing of the experiment, then they realize that, okay, this is the problem and this is the solution they are going to bring to it. And after that, they bring out something called theory. Theory cannot be propounded except they are sure of their analysis in the laboratory. So when the theory has been propounded and they are very sure of the experiment they performed in the laboratory, then after then they come up with a law or principle. So whenever you hear all these laws around you today, just know that they just don't come up with any law, but before the law is being stated, they started from observation. So that is that about scientific method, from observation to explanation or hypothesis, from explanation or hypothesis to experiment. After the experiment or during the experiment, they record. After the recording of the observation in the laboratory, then they come up with a theory. And after the theory has been proved right, then they propounded a law or principle. So that is all you need to know about scientific method. Now, that is that about scientific method. We proceed to adverse effects of chemistry. When we talk of adverse effects of chemistry, we are talking about the harmful outcomes of chemistry, the negative impact of chemistry. Number one is corrosion of iron. Corrosion of iron is the number one adverse effect of chemistry. Then number two is pollution. Yes, the development of chemistry has actually brought about pollution of the environment. Then number 3 is drug abuse. Due to the manufacturing of drugs, yes, the outcome, one of the harmful effects of chemistry is drug abuse. Because of the manufacturing of excess drug, people have started abusing the usage of the drug. So those are the 3 adverse effects of chemistry: corrosion of iron, pollution, and drug abuse. Those are the 3 adverse effects, the harmful effects of chemistry in our world today. Now guys, let's talk about the uses of chemistry. And the number 1 is food. Yes, food. The manufacturing of fertilizers, pesticides, and insecticides has actually increased the production of food in our world today. Then number 2, we have clothing. There are some things, there are some elements that help us to manufacture all these our synthetic fabrics that we have around. Then we have housing. The extraction of many elements in chemistry has actually helped us to do some designs in our different houses, and majorly the roofing of our houses. Yes, it is through the extraction of some elements, some metals by chemists that help us to roof our houses. Then after roof housing, we have military. You may be wondering that what is the correlation between military and chemistry. Yes, all these nuclear weapons that we have around us, that our military people use during the war, are actually manufactured from nuclear elements. Yes, we have nuclear elements. So these nuclear weapons are actually manufactured from nuclear elements. So after military, we have medicine. And don't forget, I told you other branches of chemistry that we have something called pharmaceutical chemistry. So chemistry has helped us to manufacture the different drugs, the different medicine that we use today in curing some sicknesses and diseases. Then transportation. The body of our helicopter, aeroplane generally are made up of some metals, and this actually happened due to the extraction of metals around us. So guys, our lesson will not be more than this today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please, I want you to share this video so that others can join, follow the page, and learn chemistry. If you've been hearing that chemistry is a complex subject, come and listen to the videos, the various videos I'll be uploading, and you are going to learn. You are going to learn chemistry easily. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the likes and the comments. I look forward to seeing you next time.